Good morning, student. Now, after the scalar product or dot product of two vector, we'll proceed for vector product of two vectors. Vector product of two vectors. So, vector or cross product. Vector or cross product. What is the vector and vector or cross product? The vector or cross product of two vectors is defined as the vector whose magnitude is equal to the product of the magnitudes of two vectors and sine of the angle between them and whose direction is perpendicular to the plane of two vectors and is given by right hand rule. So mathematically, if theta is the angle between vector A and vector B, then you can write vector A cross vector B is equal to AB sine theta into unit vector n cap. Now see here, I'll explain you with the help of diagram. Suppose you are having this vector A and another vector B, and if theta is the angle between them, then the A cross will be perpendicular to these two. This is nothing but your vector A cross vector B. Okay, and in the downward direction, suppose you will go from vector B to vector A, then you can write here vector B cross vector A. So how you will explain this one with the help of right hand? So right hand rule. So when right hand rule, if you want to explain, then just you curl the finger from A to B. Right hand rule you can apply here. That is, curl the finger of your right hand in such a way that they point in the direction of rotation from the vector A to B, vector A to vector B through a smaller angle. Then the stretched thumb will be in this direction. Stretched thumb points in the direction of A cross B. Once again, right hand thumb rule, you can say right hand thumb rule. So curl the finger. Suppose practically you can do. Suppose curl the finger of the right hand in such a way that they points in the direction of rotation from vector A to B. So now if you have vector A you are having here, okay, and vector B you are having here, then you curl the finger in this direction, then thumb will show vector A cross vector B. But the condition is you have to curl the finger from A to B. If you are curling the finger from B to A, then the thumb will show in the downward direction. That is B cross A. That I have shown here in this diagram. Okay. You can explain this one with the help of right-handed screw rule. Right-handed screw rule. So what is the right-handed screw rule here? Suppose you are having the vector A and this one is vector B and theta is the angle between them. So put here the screw. And with the help of, you can say, right hand screw is placed with the axis perpendicular to the plane of A and B, and they rotate it from A to B. From A to B through a smaller angle theta, then the direction in which this advances. So practically if you see, then vector A is here and vector B is here and right-handed screw is placed here. Then if you rotated this one through a smaller angle theta from A to B, then it will advance in this direction. And this direction is called as vector A cross vector B. So you can explain this one by using the right-handed screw rule, and you can explain with the help of right-hand thumb rule. So A cross B is AB sine theta into n cap. So I hope you might have understood the cross product of two vectors. Now geometrical interpretation. So in case of the geometrical interpretation, let me draw you a figure here and I will explain you. Suppose you are having vector is here. Suppose OP is a vector A and here another vector is there, vector B. You can say OQ. Then complete the parallelogram, or ultimately we can say OP and OQ represents the sides of the parallelogram OPRQ as shown in this figure, and theta is the angle between them. Draw perpendicular to vector A at this point. Suppose this point is N. Then let theta be the angle between, let angle POQ is equal to theta. Draw QN perpendicular to OP. The magnitude of vector product of A cross B is, the magnitude of vector product of A cross B is equal to AB sine theta, or I can write what is A here, that is OP. What is B here, that is OQ into sine theta. Okay. Now I can write here what is OQ sine theta. OQ sine theta is nothing but QN from this triangle. So here I can write from the figure, that is the magnitude of the cross product of two vector is, you can write with the help of this formula just we have written here, and that is nothing but magnitude of vector A and B is equal to AB sine theta, and the same thing here, magnitude of vector A cross vector B is equal to OP into OQ sine theta. So OQ sine theta is equal to QN. From this one you can easily find out the value of this one. So I can write OP into QN. What is OP into QN? OP is nothing but, here you can see the magnitude of the vector OP is nothing but the side of the parallelogram, and QN. So here Qn is nothing but the height, you can say. So base into height, that is nothing but the area of parallelogram. Area of parallelogram. So vector A cross vector B, magnitude of vector A cross B, magnitude of vector A cross B is equal to area of parallelogram. Thus, the magnitude of the vector product of two vectors is equal to the area of parallelogram formed by two vectors as its adjacent side. Again, you can write here magnitude of cross product of two vector is equal to, just I will do an adjustment here. I will take this equation or this formula 2 into 1/2 into OP into Qn. So I can write here 2 into area of triangle POQ. See here from this figure, POQ, this is nothing but the area of this triangle, and area of this triangle is nothing but this base into height. So area of this triangle is nothing but 1/2 of base into height. So here the base is OP and height is QN. So I can write here 2 into area of triangle POQ. Thus the magnitude of vector product of two vectors is equal to twice the area of triangle formed by two vectors as its adjacent side. So this is up to the, you can say, the vector product of the two vector. Now I'll give you some example here. So in the physical example of vector product. The first one is nothing but your torque. It is denoted by torque is equal to R cross F, where the torque acting on a particle is equal to the vector product of the position vector R and the force vector. Second one, angular momentum. It is given by vector L. So I can write here vector L is equal to R cross P. So the angular momentum of the particle is equal to the cross product of the position vector. This is nothing but your position vector. And here the linear momentum, this vector P is the linear momentum. Then third one you can write instantaneous velocity. So instantaneous velocity V is equal to omega cross R, where this omega is called angular velocity and this R is, again this vector R is called as the position vector. So all this formula you will learn afterward in the next chapters. So these are the physical example of the vector product. Now we'll proceed for the properties. Properties of vector product. Properties of vector product. So the first property is that vector product is anti-commutative. This product is anti-commutative. That is, you can say A cross B, vector A cross B is equal to minus vector B cross A. That is anti-commutative. Second one, vector product is distributive. This product is distributive or addition. that is vector A cross B plus C. Vector B plus vector C is A cross B plus vector A cross vector C. Third point is vector product of two parallel. Vector product of two parallel and anti-parallel vector is null vector. Is null vector. That is, here you can say vector A cross vector B is equal to AB sine 0 or 180 into vector n cap. So you will get here null vector. So vector A cross vector B is equal to, you can say, a null vector. And the fourth point is vector product of two vector. Vector product of two vector with itself is a null vector. Null vector. For example, A cross A is equal to A into A sine 0 to n is equal to null vector. So these are the properties of the vector product. Now the fifth property is that the magnitude of the vector product of two mutually perpendicular vectors, that means these two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then it is equal to the product of their magnitude. So I can write here the fifth one. So vector A cross vector B, and if these two are perpendicular to each other, that means the angle between them is 90, therefore sine 90 and sine 90 is 1. So ultimately you will get here. Then the sixth case or sixth point is vector product of orthogonal unit vector. Very important. Vector product of orthogonal unit vectors. Unit vectors. Now see here, the magnitude of each of the vector I cap, j cap and k cap. These are the unit vector along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Then the magnitude of each vector I cap, j cap, k cap is 1. Or we can say that the angle between any two of them is 90 degree. Angle between any of the two of them is 90 degree. Therefore, I cap cross j cap is equal to ij, magnitude of ij into sine 90 into n cap. What is the magnitude of I and j? Unit vector, that is 1 into 1, that is sine 90 is 1. So I can write here n cap here simply, or ultimately I will get here n cap. That is I cross j is equal to n cap. If n cap, as you know, n cap is a unit vector. What is this one? Is a unit vector perpendicular to the plane of I cap and j cap. So it is just, that is, it is just the third vector k cap. So I can write I cap cross j cap is equal to k cap. Similarly, I can write here j cap cross k cap is equal to I cap, and k cap cross I cap is equal to j cap. These are very important relation. And on the other hand, I can write here, suppose I will take j cap cross I cap, I will get minus k cap. K cap cross j cap, I will get minus I cap. And I cap cross k cap is equal to minus j cap. So these are the very important vector product of the orthogonal or unit vector. So remember, dear friends, these things you have to hear frequently while solving the problems in the physics. So I will give you some idea here about this, how to draw or how to remember whatever we have written here, I cross j, j cross k, and k cross I, or j cross I, k cross j, and I cross k. So if I will take here a circle, okay, if I will take here a circle like this, now here I cap, here j cap, and here k cap, okay. Then if I go in this direction, you can say anti-clockwise direction, then always use plus sign. That means I cross j is equal to k. See here, I cross j is equal to k, plus sign is here. Then j cross k, you will get here plus 1. And k cross I, you will get here j. On the other hand, if you go for clockwise, suppose if you take here I, j, k, these three vectors I, j, and k, and if you go in a clockwise direction like this, then you can check here j cross I. J cross I is equal to minus k. Here you have to use minus sign. So here minus k. K cross j is equal to minus I. That is minus I. And I cross k is equal to minus j. See here. So in a simple way to remember this here, the vector product of the orthogonal unit vectors of this one, you have to remember this circle, and here you have to move for positive, you have to move in a clockwise direction, that is cross product of the two base vectors. In anti-clockwise direction you will get the plus sign for their resultant, and similarly here for you can say in case of the clockwise, if you take the vector product of orthogonal vectors, then you will get here the negative sign once you are moving in a clockwise direction. So these are the important formulae here of this vector product of orthogonal vectors. Now here the next one, the vector product of two vectors can be expressed in terms of their rectangular components as a determinant. For example, vector A cross vector B, you can represent in terms of the determinant as I, vector I, j, k, and you can write here ax, ay, az, and here bx, by, bz. This formula will require while solving the numerical here. Then the next point is sine of the angle between the two vectors, that is magnitude of vector A cross B is equal to magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B into sine theta, or simply you can write AB sine theta, or I can write sine theta is equal to vector A cross vector B divided by magnitude of vector AB. Okay, so next point, and the last one here, you can say if n cap is a unit vector, if n cap is a unit vector perpendicular to the plane of vectors A and B, then you can write here vector A cross vector B is equal to AB sin theta into vector n cap, which is equal to vector A cross vector B into n cap. Or I can write here n cap is equal to A cross B divided by magnitude of vector A cross B. So these formulae are important for solving the numerical. So dear student, today we have discussed about the vector product of two vectors, then the formula and geometrical interpretation, as well as the properties of the vector product, and then we have studied the very important property, that is the vector product of orthogonal unit vector, which is shown here, that is I cross j is equal to k, j cross k is equal to I, k cross I is equal to j, and when you will move in a clockwise direction, then you will get the negative sign for their product. Okay, so once again you go through this one, all the points you have to remember and keep it in your mind for solving the numericals.